Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So imagine having a secure digital locker that you can access from anywhere in the world. That's what Azure storage accounts offer. Whether you are storing documents, images, videos or backups, Microsoft Azure storage accounts gives you a highly scalable, durable and cost-effective solution to manage all your data in the cloud. From blobs for unstructured data, file shares for seamless SMB access to queries and tables for advanced app communication, Azure Storage empowers business of all sizes with tools to store, access and protect their data with enterprise grade security and global reach. So if you're looking to modernize your infrastructure, save on storage costs and scale effortlessly, so Azure storage accounts are your gateway to smarter cloud storage. So I hope you will be enjoying this amazing video in which I will be telling you how you can use storage accounts of Microsoft Azure. So if you understand this amazing video, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So now what we are waiting for? Let's move to computer screen and let's dive into it. Alright, so now we're on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video I will be telling you that when you're using Microsoft Azure as a cloud platform, so how you can use its storage accounts which give you more features than the normal Microsoft Azure if you're using. So if we talk about first of all what is storage accounts in Microsoft Azure, so Azure storage account is a storage account that is a resource and that acts as a container that groups all the data services from Azure storage, Azure blobs, Azure files, Azure quiz and Azure tables. So in short words, if we talk about storage accounts in Microsoft Azure, so it means that it has all the resources that normally we use in Azure, like the Azure account which you made, that is an also resource of a storage account which we need to understand here in this video. And this container contains all type of groups which have Azure blobs, Azure files, Azure quiz and Azure tables. Like if you want to work with these all things, so for that you need to create your own storage account when you are working with Microsoft Azure, and this helps us manage all of them as a group. The policies we specify while creating the storage account or making changes after the creation applies to all the services inside the account. Deleting a storage account deletes all the storage services deployed and the data stored in it. So it is just telling me about if you are managing a storage account or if you have created your storage account and you want to manage, so you need to understand that it helps us manage all of them as a group. Like if you want to manage all these things as a group, Azure blob, Azure files and all that, so for that you need to create a storage account in which we will be managing all that things. And remember, this is a policy. When you are specifying that thing, you need to create a storage account for that, and if you make any changes in that, so that creation changes will be applied to your services inside the account. And remember, if you delete your storage account after creating it or after adding things in that storage account, that things which you have added into your storage account will also be removed or deleted with that. So remember, the data which you are storing in your storage account should be having a backup, so that when your storage account is being deleted or you have deleted by mistake and you didn't know that you have saved some data in that, so you cannot recover data. So that's the reason I'm saying, like, when you have created storage account storing data in it and it's important data for you, so try to keep backup in Microsoft Azure cloud platform as well, so that when you will be saving any data in a storage account, it will automatically saved on Microsoft Azure cloud platform. So when you will be deleting your storage account moving forward, you will be not having any you can say any data lost when you are deleting it. So moving down, there are some policies which you can define here, but these are not important because normally when we go to any website, when we sign up, when we log in, we get policies and we just don't read that policies because we all know what it will say, that you don't need to do any unethical thing. So you can read these policies if you want, but this is not really important here, so I'll be moving forward. Now the important thing is how we can create a storage account using Microsoft Azure portal. So this is the way, and here is one diagram as well. I will be showing you each and everything here, how you can create a Microsoft Azure portal and storage account. Here in the steps, there are many steps which you need to understand if you are creating a storage account using Microsoft Azure portal or platform. Moving forward now, there is one thing mentioned. The portal provides us with a user-friendly graphical user interface with explanation given for each setting. This makes it easy for us to use. Prerequisites are: one needs to have an active Azure subscription. One can avail a free 12-month subscription. After creating an Azure subscription, follow the below steps. Step 1 is to navigate to the Azure portal. So We all know that how we create an account on Microsoft Azure platform, because in the previous videos I have already told you that if you are starting with Microsoft Azure and if you want to create your own account there, how you can do that, and I hope you understand. But now you just need to search on Google Microsoft Azure portal. Moving to portal, you don't need to purchase that portal, because if you have already purchased the subscription of Microsoft Azure platform, so automatically you will be having access of your portal. You just need to log in again in that portal of your Microsoft Azure, and after logging in your portal, it will be just giving you an option to create a storage account. You can also access with your free 12-month subscription. Like in the previous video I have told you how you can get the free trial of Microsoft Azure, so if you haven't checked that video out, you can check that out. But for that you need to add your card details in that, so that when you will be having your free subscription started, so it will be having one, you can say, a type of thing that you are just signing up here and you are just availing a free subscription. Then you can just cancel that subscription, so it will be also not charging you anything, because you have already canceled the subscription and your card details will be also been gone from there. So that's the reason you don't need to take care about if we are using it for free, so it will be charging you, because we are adding card details. It will be not charging you after that. So after creating an Azure subscription, we need to follow these steps. First is navigate to the Azure portal, as I told you. After navigating to your Azure portal, the step 2 is here, like on the home page of your Azure portal, you will be getting a create resource option. Like here in this diagram you can see I'm getting a create resource option. After getting this option, it will display a list of resources. So when you will be pressing this option, it will be displaying some list of resources to you, and you can create any type of resource you want to create by pressing again create a resource button. Moving forward, now if you want to search for a storage account, like when I have pressed, so these are some resources which I will be getting, and you need to select one resource you need to use, and then it will be done. Moving forward, now you need to search for a storage account in it, because we are creating a storage account in this resource here. So we will be searching for a storage account, then we need to select it. After selecting a storage account, we need to see the storage account which we are selecting. It should be a pair here, or its pane should be a pair. So in this case, you can see you will be getting some pane like this. You will be getting its basics, its advanced networking, data protection, encryption, tags, review plus create. So in this diagram, you are seeing we are getting these all things. You will be also getting same things when you will be searching for a storage account, and when you will be selecting it, you will be getting all these tabs like we are getting in this diagram. Moving forward, after selecting storage account and after just creating after getting the storage account pane appears, you just need to again move on to storage account. Means you need to create a resource. You need to press this create a resource button which we are getting, which is saying review plus create. But before that, you need to add these all things here. So it will be automatically added, but some things which are not correct, you can do that here. But in many cases that thing doesn't happen. But if it happens, like if you are having anything wrong in your storage account, so you can correct it by selecting anything, resource group and subscription. Moving forward, when you will be creating it by pressing this create button, you will be getting this interface in which it will be showing you that storage account like this. Then you need to select a plan here. You can select a storage account, because obviously we are creating a storage account, so we need to select a storage account plan. After selecting this plan, you need to just press create. Like in step 4, we are getting select create option. The create a storage account pane will be displayed. So when you will be pressing this create option, you will be getting a storage account pane displayed, because that storage account pane will be created after pressing this create option. In the basic tab, you will be getting some values like these all values. You will be getting these all things written here, so I will be not explaining you about these things because it's really simple. And then if you want to choose subscription, you can choose subscription, and you can also choose where you wish to create the resource. You can select any location you want to, where you need to save the file and where you need to save your storage account. And then step 6 is select the next, and you need to just select advanced tab and enter the following detail as follows. What details you need to add? Require secure transfer for REST API operations. You need to add that information. After that, you need to control whether HTTP which you are using in your storage account for REST APIs should be accessing data in the storage or not. Normally when we are creating a storage account, so we just give access to REST APIs that they can access our data in storage. And if you are also creating a storage account for the first time, I will also prefer you to do same thing as I am doing here. Then you need to enable some hierarchical namespace, and it is we need to enable it because it is used for big data applications. And obviously if we are creating a storage account, we need to create a big data applications in that, or any big project here using data science or AI. So for now you need to uncheck it, and after that you need to enable SFTP, and you need to keep keep that default setting which is unchecked, and you will be getting all these settings when you will be creating a storage account and when you will be moving on to advanced. After moving to advanced tab, you will be getting all these things. So remember, when you have created your storage account, normally you will be not getting these things on the dashboard. For that, you need to access advanced tab, and in advanced tab you will be getting all these things here. After moving down, after getting these all things, after making all the things perfect, after doing your perfect setting, you need to choose next and you need to move on to networking tab. After moving to networking tab, in that tab you need to enter following details. You need to enter your connectivity method. In connectivity method, you need to choose the method with which you wish to connect your store with orders. Like if you have created one Shopify website and you need that Shopify website data should be saved here in this storage account, so you need to select method with which you want to connect your store, and if you want to connect it with others, you can select others. And for now, you need to choose a public endpoint to allow public internet access if you haven't created any store yet. And then you need to select a routing preference here, and you need to choose Microsoft network routing to make use of the Microsoft global network, and we are using that because that is optimized for low latency path selection. And in a start, we have not created anything yet. That's the reason we are using it for low latency path selection, because it is optimized for that. And then after doing that, you need to choose next and you need to move on to data protection tab. And after moving to data protection tab, you need to enter the following details here. These are the details which you need to enter, and that's not really important, it's optional. So if you want to add, you can add, and if you don't want to add, you can leave it as well, no problem. After moving forward, you need to select another tab which is encryption tab here, and after moving to that encryption tab, you need to see the tab which you are selecting opens you, because that may configure encryption settings, and you need to make sure the encryption settings you are doing are perfect. And for now, you need to leave it to default, because right now we are not making any project or not making anything here, so that's the reason we'll be just taking that thing default. Remember, do not change anything in your encryption tab. If you just try to change anything, or if you have done anything wrong, so it will be giving you an error when you will be moving forward and creating your data application or anything which you want to create in your storage account, or if you want to save data, for that as well you will be getting that thing. Step 10 will be choose the next tags option, and in this tab you will be getting an associate key value pairs, and that associate key value pairs will be with the account for categorization. Like if you want to associate key value pairs with account for categorization, so for that we will be choosing tags option, which is after encryption tab. And after doing that, you need to again move to another tab which is review and create. So you need to choose the review and create option to validate all the options which you have chosen are done, means all the settings of all the previous option are perfect or not. After seeing all that things, if any issue is found, you can correct them. If you don't found any issue, you can directly create it. After creating, the validation will be successfully passed, and then you can select create to deploy the storage account if you want to deploy it. But if you haven't made anything in your storage account yet, so you don't need to deploy it. But if you have stored data, if you have created application from that, so you can just simply create to deploy the storage account. You can press that button and your validation will be successfully passed, and you can just deploy your storage account easily, as I've told you. Then you can just wait for deployment to complete, because it will take some 2 to 3 minutes to deploy. After deploying, you will be getting this interface here. You should give name to your storage account as well. Like in this diagram, the name of a storage account is Let's Learn It 1650. You can give any name to your storage account. Then you can just select, and you can just select go to resource to view your resource. If you want to view your storage account, so you can just go to resource, and by pressing view your resource, you can just view your storage account, that it has been public or not. And this is how you can just store accounts in the Azure portal, and this is the way how you can create a Microsoft Azure storage account. And I hope you understand how we can do that. Note when it is written, it is saying me we can also create a storage account using the below ways. Like if you want to create a storage account in a different way, so you can use this way as well, which is Azure PowerShell, Azure CLI, and management client libraries, which are different ways to create Microsoft Azure storage account. So I hope in detail you have understood how we can create a storage account, and basically why we created to store data, to create any big application application, or if we are creating any you can say website, and if we want to store data of our website, so for that as well we can use a storage account in Microsoft Azure platform. So if you have understand this amazing video in which we have learned all these amazing things, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So just I will be meeting you next tutorial or in next project using different things. So for today, goodbye.